की प्रक्रिया में है। भारत की साहित्य अकादमी ने रूसी और चीनी भाषा में 10 भारतीय साहित्यिक कृतियों के अनुवाद का काम पूरा किया है और मुझे विश्वास है कि अगले वर्ष भारत महामारी मुक्त वातावरण में SCO फूड फेस्टिवल की मेजबानी करेगा। मुझे प्रसन्नता है कि समस्त SCO देशों के ऑफिशियल्स और डिप्लोमेट्स ने हाल में बीजिंग में SCO सचिवालय के सहयोग से आयोजित योग कार्यक्रम में बढ़ चढ़कर भाग लिया। एक्सेलेंसीज, मैं एक बार फिर राष्ट्रपति पुतिन को उनके कुशल और सफल नेतृत्व के लिए बधाई देता हूं और इस बैठक के लिए उन्हें धन्यवाद देता हूं। मैं राष्ट्रपति इमामोली रहमान को अगले वर्ष के लिए SCO की अध्यक्षता करने के लिए बधाई और शुभकामनाएं देना चाहता हूं और ताजिकिस्तान के सफल अध्यक्षता के लिए भारत के पूर्ण सहयोग का आश्वासन भी देता हूं। बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद।
The Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi addressing the SCO virtual summit. Apart from the key issues that he's been talking about, he has talked about the attempts to raise bilateral issues during the SCO summit, which has been a key message coming in for the neighbors. Prime Minister Modi talking about self-reliance as well, focusing on a self-reliant SCO as far as the main emphasis is concerned. This is among the virtual meetings where the Prime Minister has not once but time and again talked about the importance of self-reliance when it comes to the Indian framework and its cooperation with its neighboring countries. This is the virtual summit of the Shanghai Cooperation Organization that we were just listening to, where the Indian Prime Minister has made his remarks. And this summit is expected to set the agenda for the body for the coming year as well. So the issues that have been highlighted by the leaders are of extreme significance because they will tell us what lies ahead as far as the geopolitical equations between these countries are concerned. This is the first time that the annual meeting of the SCO heads of state is being held virtually, of course, because of the COVID-19 pandemic. Russia is the current chair of the SCO. It has organized most of the groupings meetings virtually this year. The Prime Minister has, like we said, once again pointed towards attempts that have been made by countries to raise bilateral issues during the Shanghai Cooperation Organization summit. That's a key message coming in for India's neighbors. Moving on for now to the latest coming in regarding the COVID-19 vaccine race. A vaccine jointly developed by Pfizer and BioNTech has been found to be 90% effective when it comes to preventing COVID-19 infections in the ongoing phase 3 trials. This is the most scientific advance in the battle against the virus so far. The analysis looked at the first 94 confirmed cases of the disease among more than 43,000 volunteers who got either 2 doses of the vaccine or a placebo. Less than 10% of the infections were found in patients given the vaccine. According to preliminary findings, protection in patients was achieved 7 days after the second of the 2 doses and 28 days after the first dose. In a statement, the Pfizer chairman also said, and I'm quoting, the first set of results from the phase 3 COVID-19 vaccine trial providing the initial evidence of the vaccine's ability to prevent COVID-19, a significant step closer to providing people around the world with the much-needed breakthrough to help bring an end to this global health crisis. The pharmaceutical giant now aims to seek emergency use authorization from the United States Food and Drug Administration. The phase 3 trial of the Pfizer vaccine made with the German partner BioNTech has enrolled over 43,000 participants since the 27th of July. The positive preliminary data meaning the US pharma giant and its German partner are on track to be first with a vaccine after signing advance deals with governments world over for hundreds of thousands of doses. This comes as COVID-19 infections rates across the world are soaring to record highs, with hospital intensive care units filling up and the death toll mounting as well. Based on supply projections, the company said that they expect to supply up to 50 million vaccine doses globally in 2020 and up to 1.3 billion doses next year. Politics erupted after American firm Pfizer claimed that its vaccine is 90% effective. Global stocks soared after the announcement, which increased hopes that the pandemic will end by early 2021. However, it did not take long for the issue to be embroiled in politics. U.S. President Donald Trump accused the drug firm of politicizing the issue by saying that it deliberately withheld the announcement until the elections. Remember, Donald Trump had earlier said that a COVID-19 vaccine will be ready before the elections. Vice President Mike Pence, who is currently leading the White House Coronavirus Task Force, said that he called for a meeting to discuss Pfizer's success. He said that the Trump administration was doing everything to help the American people. The president-elect, Joe Biden, also celebrated the success of the trial, but warned that the pandemic remains a problem and will likely continue to be one for months to come. Biden went on to remind Americans to continue wearing masks and practice social distancing and other preventive measures. Pfizer's announcement of the third phase trial vaccine with 90% efficacy has revived a wave of optimism the world over, but it's too early to start celebrating. Facing the logistical challenges, the vaccine may not be coming to local pharmacies for the general public anytime soon. It's still a long way to go. Experts say the cold chain is going to be one of the most challenging aspects of delivering this vaccine that is based on a novel technology that uses synthetic mRNA to activate the immune system against the virus. The vaccine needs to be kept at minus 70 degrees Celsius or below that temperature. So the complex and super cold storage requirements can prove to be an obstacle for even the most sophisticated hospitals globally and may impact when and where it is available in the rural areas or for the poor countries where the resources are tight. A cool store or a cold store is a large refrigerated room or building designed for the storage of goods in an environment below the outdoor temperature. However, the vaccine will require not just a large cold chain warehouse or storage area, it will also need cold transport facilities and the facilities to store vaccines at the hospital or the distribution center. Hospitals, even in big cities, do not have storage facilities for a vaccine at that ultra low temperature. However, Pfizer said it is working closely with the U.S. government and the state officials on how to ship the vaccine from its distribution centers in the United States, Germany and Belgium around the world. The plan includes using dry ice to transport frozen vaccine vials by both air and land at their recommended temperatures for up to 10 days. However, not all the vaccines are required to be stored at such a low temperature, including the one being developed by Moderna. Other vaccines, including ones from Johnson & Johnson and Novavax, can be stored at 2 to 8 degrees Celsius, the temperature that's of a regular refrigerator. U.S. President-elect Joe Biden has said that fighting COVID-19 is his top priority.